Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
They early on shouldn't be able to match the pushing power, as Doran going to the Jax should be no surprise.
Yeah, big stuff here. I love it. All right, my favorite is, even though everyone's looking at Caps versus Chovy,
you know,
So
that's
you
how it's supposed to
always
work.
spike. So you play every side. You always come out on top.
That's how it works. Love it. He's going to find Peanut here. And now Caps dives in. Another explosive charge is primed. As the chains connected. First blood.
Best the Lysandra ultimate hands also forced the heal, still took a ton of damage, and that is seemingly enough to make G2 rather say, hey, we're gonna back off.
It's back. And Doran now back up towards the top side. He invested his teleport as Chovy finds the chain. Not that time as the Everfrost does come in, but Peanut gets the kickback. Buster shot is now available for Chovy as Caps just trying to keep himself in this one. The next chain should land though, and Chovy gets his revenge with a little bit of help from his friend.
so teleporting bottom for the flank.
Yeah, that's a real deep teleport as Chovy's making his way in. Blade Caller comes down. Another Everfrost is going to catch onto Hans Sama. The Frozen Tomb does come through, but can Chovy be stopped at this point in time? The Chain Lash comes in. Hans Sama thinks he's going to get out, but there's the quickness. Chovy locks down the kill, and Mickey X, he goes golden, but he may not survive. Does Flash? Flash is pretty important.
You press tab and you know he's got cleanse, right? So
yeah. Well, Chovy's going to lose his turret, and Caps doing his job on this Tristana right now.
Is that you don't have to take the damage if you're going to go with that option, and he was a little bit low, so doesn't want to get poked down. G2, of course, Rift Herald has to be answered here with the hard push.
It's true, Chovy is going to turn up, but that is a lot of damage to this turret, and it looks like G2 are thinking about just staying here. There's a counter-strike. The Flash finds everyone from Doran, and now Chovy's looking to answer. Still, Delight dives forward. The Buster shot's massive, but it's not going to be enough. As Caps goes down, Broken Blade is huge in the back line, and the Dominus is actually ticking down. Chovy out of the fight for now, but Broken Blade doesn't have any friends anymore. He's still trying to do what he can. The Golden Meek is fantastic, but it's Pays that gets one. Doran,
Or Gen.G.
Still, a lot of turret gold went over to G2. Doran will be able to push down this bottom outer, and the Drake is going to be taken, so only now does the trade become very Gen.G favored. And Gen.G solo laners are now in position to start flexing their muscles.
And in the LCK, this is where we've often seen this hold up Doran.
Okay, yeah, Doran is just going to stay here. Peanut is going to turn up as well, but Broken Blade will survive. Chovy's in so much trouble, and Doran's going to go down with the help of the True Shot Barrage and G. No, Doran does not allow those ones to go unchecked. This is a bit dangerous. There's the counter-strike. See where this rocket jump is going to come from as Doran is looking for it. Caps just holding onto the button. He leap strikes early, and now it's Delight that's going to make his way in. The quickness will charm him up, and the Q's not going to connect, so Delight says, all right, I'll take it. And the True Shot Barrage sails by Doran.
Drake started up.
Yeah, Caps already taking it down to below half health, and it looks like Gen.G not going to be able to challenge for the Dragon, but can they find themselves a fight is the question. There's the teleport in, as it's right on top of the Maokai. Doran, and now look for that angle. Nature's Grasp is going to come out from Chovy this time around. Broken Blade going to be taken down, but it's at the cost of a lot of health bars, but there goes Yike as well. It's a double kill for Pays. Mickey X trying to get himself into position, but it's Doran that's ripping them apart. Caps is still up, but he has about 1 health to his name, and now Hans Sama, can he find the angle? The answer is no, because Counter-Strike, it allows you to dodge a lot of auto attacks.
Take down Yike as well, and it's just a massacre here.
And I know Doran, he might not hit his cannon minions, but he does hit his counter-strikes.
Hey, Tristana's just a big cannon minion, right? It has the cannon, it counts. And that is going to be the Baron taken. Mickey X is now cruising towards Chovy, but he does claw his way out. He's going to flash, he's still going to die. Peanut picks up that one. He's going to be taken out for his trouble though, and there's the Frozen Tomb on top of Caps. The chains don't land, but the Lash certainly does. And Doran collects that kill in the end. True Shot Barrage from Hans Summers. Now he wants to try and take matters into the situation, but Pays is going to put some money back into those pockets of his as the inner turret is going to fall. Broken Blade not going to find the angle. And
Doran, so many plays opened up by Doran.
Oh, Chovy has thrown down another Nature's Grasp. This time, the Arcane Shift going to be enough to get Hans Sama out. There's a kick on a Broken Blade. Not exactly the best from Peanut there, but into the backline goes Delight, but he's stopped in his tracks. There we go. That's what's supposed to happen as Mickey X is taking so much damage. Chovy now able to throw the chains out, but he's going to miss that one. It's a double as this Zaya is just so huge, and Pays is going to be able to grab most of it. Still, Hans Sama at full health, and he is Arcane shifting forward. Can he get them out of here?
The answer is Mickey goes in and uses the offensive Lissandra ultimate, so he has nothing to save himself. He immediately goes down to Chovy.
Speaking of offensive Lissandra ultimates, that's another use for it.
He's gone!
Very glad that we got the grand entrance. Everything's going to be great, and then he was dead.
And here we see, and this is obviously by design, when you go for the Ezreal, Paze has been funneled so much resources by Gen.G.
700 gold bounty on his head, that's maximum. If G2 can manage to take him down, then there would be a huge bounty, but Gen.G
out a member of Gen.G to try and get some semblance of tempo is what they're going to need to do. As now Chovy finds himself in Nature's Grasp, gets rid of it immediately as the chains are not going to connect. The rocket jump just to buffer, so the CC's going to be there, and in goes Delight, finds the angle this time around, and Caps is dead already. Chovy goes gold, and Delight finds the knock-up, and Broken Blade was looking for him. Mickey's going to die in the backline. It's a triple, a double. There's the triple for Chovy. And now Broken Blade, I think it might be the Pentakill, our fourth of the tournament. That would be absurd. Chovy is pretty low trying to get into this one, and Peanut wants to feed it to him.
Don't do it, Peanut!
No flashes available. He's Peanut! He did that to Ruler so many times throughout the years. Ruler left the team, and now he has to do it to Chovy.
Peanut says pentas are earned. Where were you?
I think that is a direct quote, yeah. And now Gen.G going to break down these Nexus turrets. It was a really cool try and a great start for G2, but not quite enough to get them over the line. The Nexus will fall down, and Gen.G one game away from the knockout stage.
L is one of the picks that can actually play towards the bot side, have a really big impact. We've seen BDD, Chovy, Yagao all play that style where you use the Weavers well offensively to ensure that your bot lane can
get... Gen.G will be fine here.
Still haven't gotten the quest just yet.
Another hook going to connect here from Mickey X, but he's going to get knocked up this time around. Delight is extraordinarily low. He's going to have to flash, and there it is, the Light Slinger from Hansama. But Yike is here, Seismic Shove to push him away. He does have ult 2 still available, and now we've got to fight towards the bottom side. Peanut looking to help out his bottom lane. Mickey X in trouble, and he's going to be taken down. That is not first blood. That is, in fact, the second kill of the game. And he's going to see whether he can collect that one. Gen.G only ahead by a little bit of gold because Doran keeps giving up these cannon minions. There's a hook that's going to connect, and the flick back as well. Chovy not dead just yet, but he has to flash. The Weaver's Wall comes down. Chovy's still alive for so long. He ults to get himself into the fog of war, and now Mickey X doesn't have a lot of damage. The flash comes through. He's got the blast code, but the hook lands, and Mickey takes down the mid laner of Gen.G.
Oh my, Mickey's able to land it. He's got no mana left after that though, so Yike's gonna get chased out, and he pays the price.
There's the Magnet Storm. That is gonna be the kill going over to Doran, and it should also follow up with that.
Because he cares about all other sources of gold.
Yeah, right.
Kills, getting all the other kinds of minions, tower plates.
Seismic Shove not going to hit. Chovy is going to land the backflip though, as Cap's in trouble, and Chovy's going to lock it down. Perfect execution gets him back to the minion wave.
And the ultimate.
Chovy's going to get even more fed on this Akali.
And he got the cannon.
Oh, and now Peanut is making his way towards Broken Blade. There's the stun, but he does get a bit of a pushback. Can he actually find an opportunity? But Peanut is too tanky. The last auto attack from the turret.
Story as well, as Peanut came in, and Peanut was taking the tower. Calculated though, no problem for him. Master of his craft.
Okay, Caps is dead in the bottom lane. We're going to need to go back into another replay in order to find out how
champions banned against him in total. And he's still 100% guild participation on the realm, making things happen left and right as Chovy.
He's in trouble. He's going to ult just to try and get that ult to Prime. Can he get over anything? The answer is no. He's going to be able to at least use it, but Hansama grabs that kill. And now the all-out's going to be used here by Broken Blade to try and get himself out of here, but it's not going to work out. The CC duo will bear down on him. G2. But I think that with the fact that there's no better Maokai ultimate, things like that, maybe there's some possibility.
Surprised by Doran out of the brush and ends up getting taken down.
Peanut hurting G2 right now, as there is the Magnet Storm. Delight dives in as well, and everyone's charmed. The grand entrance is massive. Hansama just deleted from the rift, and now Chovy just waiting for that blast code, and he follows Caps. Can he find the angle is the question.
Initially, Chovy's actually still poking around here. He wants more. He wants to help out Rift Herald, and Rift Herald's getting in there. The tower's down. Gen.G, they're not done. Doran's behind tier 2.
The World Ender has been popped. Doran is just trying to get them out of here as Peanut dives over. Okay, there's the shattering strike as he gets crashed down upon. Does Mickey throws out the ultimate. That's going to be the answer, but it's not going to save this inner turret. And like Baron hasn't even...
Like, you're not going to be able to team fight your way out of this, and you're also not going to be able to split your way out of it because Chovy Sakali rules the side lanes. As
by Broken Blade, I think his Yone in particular being such a pivotal part of that turnaround, and maybe he can find a pick here as well.
Looking for an opportunity under Delight. They do manage to interrupt his attempt to get out, but there's the Magnet Storm, and in dives Chovy. There's just not enough damage from G2 as Pays goes up into the air. Delight locks down that kill, and it's Chovy that's popping over the back line. Hansama not going to be able to do anything, and now Caps has to try to flash away, but it's not going to work because he gets backflipped on by Chovy. He picks up the double in the end, and Gen.G look to the Baron.
A 5-4-0. It looks like Delight might go down, but no. Somehow he survives, tankier than you might think with the Radiant Virtue.
Here it is.
Oh, that's a classic.
All right, Pays. Oh, they know! All right, Peanut's going to dive in. That's a massive stun as well with the Shattering Strike as Doran's being dealt with. Peanut's taking a lot of damage, though. He's not going to be able to sustain more than this, but Pays is still ripping them apart. And look at Doran. He is a monster as he goes golden to avoid death. And I have a feeling it may just be over here. Pays very close to that pentakill as Delight also is going to bait them in, but Pays is dead. There's Pays and Delight both down as now Peanut is in trouble. Doran is going to be able to pick up the kill in the end, and now Caps, he might be able to get there. He might be able to do it, but the Umbral Dash is going to buy him the space. Peanut, what are you doing moving forward? As there's the Weave as well. Let's see whether this can happen as the Shattering Strike is going to interrupt. And there's the Q from Doran. It ain't clean, but it'll be enough.
More blood for the Blood God here on the Rift at Worlds. At least they make it exciting at the end. Honestly, so hilarious. Look at nails him with the Q, hits him right off the wall, stuns him into his death.
And now we are straight into some action. Doran has found himself some friends as the Nature's Grass flies in as well. The Gore Drinker doing so much work. This Aatrox is looking unkillable. There goes the tree as Pays comes through with the damage. And Gen.G are at least going to get the Drake set up, not quite there for G2 as you guys were talking about, but maybe they'll move to, is that 100% win probability?
Smites it, Caps has to flash away, and the Baron is now definitely going to be forfeit. Gen.G pick it up.
And there's no Gromp on the other side of the Rift for Yike as well as
Here's the tradition.
It's an old tale.
Yeah.
It's a nursery rhyme now as the teleport is going to come through. That's going to get Doran over here. And he wants to going to throw the lance forward. Doesn't exactly find too much here, as the siege minion does need to be dealt with as Doran just umbrally dashes out of the way of the seismic shove. Rocks go down. It's a cooldown that Gen.G are going to be tracking. You see now they're going to get underneath this turret. There's the World Ender from Doran, but he's taking a lot of damage. Diving forward, he's got the GA. Delight not quite going to be able to find the angle there as well as he did pop the ultimate, but there's the Magnus Storm, lands on a 4. The perfect execution from Chovy, and the wallets are just too heavy, and they slam down onto G2. Gen.G are now just a few turrets away from the knockout stage.
Dun, dun. Dun, dun. Are they going to go in there for it?
Oh, Peanut just emoting in the enemy base.
Pays is calling for them. Hey, get in here. Dive this Maokai. Let me get one more. Somebody get in there.
They're going to.
Somebody get in there.
Absolutely.
Nexus turret number 2 going to go down, and the Nexus will follow. Gen.G are going to join JDG in the quarterfinals.
Woo. Well,